small, isolated village of Eldwood was known for its eerie silence and the dense forest surrounding it. Among the villagers, there was a legend of an old, abandoned mansion on the edge of the woods. It was said to be haunted by the spirit of a woman who once lived there, Eleanor, who had mysteriously vanished decades ago. One particularly cold autumn evening, a group of daring teenagers decided to spend a night in the mansion as a dare. They were 4 in total: Jake, the fearless leader; Emily, the skeptic; Tom, who loved a good scare; and Sarah, who was hesitant but didn't want to be left out. As they approached the mansion, the moon cast long, menacing shadows across the yard. The wind whispered through the trees as if trying to warn them. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, they entered. Dust and cobwebs covered the old furniture, and the air smelled of decay. They settled in the parlor with a singular candle between them, its flickering flame casting ghostly patterns on the walls. Hours passed with uneventful ghost stories and laughter, and fatigue began to settle in. As the candle flickered lower, they decided to explore the mansion. They split into pairs, Jake with Emily and Tom with Sarah. Jake and Emily ascended the creaking staircase, each step echoing ominously through the corridors. They found a library filled with musty books and old forgotten photographs. Meanwhile, Tom and Sarah ventured into the cellar, where cold air clawed at their skin from unseen crevices. Suddenly, an ear-piercing scream shattered the calm. The pairs rushed back to the parlor, each with wild stories of shadowy figures and whispers in the dark. But it was the center of the room that drew their attention. The candle burned unnaturally bright and high, illuminating the spirit of Eleanor hovering above it. She stared at the teenagers with sorrowful eyes. Eleanor's presence felt tragic rather than vengeful. She pointed to the candle, her ethereal form beginning to dissolve into the flame with a quiet plea in her eyes. Realizing she was trapped, Sarah whispered, "Blow out the candle." With a collective breath, they extinguished the flame. The moment the darkness enveloped them, there was a sudden draft. The next instant, the room was flooded with light as they found themselves back at home, safe and sound, as if the entire night had been a dream. The twist came when, searching for answers, they found Eleanor's portrait at the local library. It was then they truly understood, Eleanor was not trapped by the candle but rather guarding against something much darker. By extinguishing the light, they had released what she had been holding at bay.